It's been a long one.
I said that about Foot Lotus.
Well,
Yeah, but that was
yeah,
yeah, he's actually tanked it. That was the other team's faults, man. I won't let Fnatic live that one down, man. Pixel, thank you, bro. I can sit up more.
Shocked though, like so devastating. Oh, wait, it was devastating, no?
Everything with hype going down now, it's looking a little rough for Wear.
Yeah, Mosey spam that doesn't
Wait.
get anything. Soul
No,
has been
how did he
lost
get
as
this kill?
well. This pistol
I don't know, man. Angus is on 13 HP. He's just running through the bomb site.
I think the fight for Davy's going to be absolutely everything.
Man, this poor guy.
Especially with his opponent low and shift walking. I think it's going to be a very
Guys are pistol
easy one
gamers,
to
no?
find.
Yeah,
Mosey,
4 out of 5.
well, if anything, it's whether or not he just wants to opt to go down to the spike or not.
5
Any
plus
extra
again, I
damage,
think.
any extra orbs would be great, but I think it's going to be a difficult
You guys
one
lead into the double
to
sheriff
try and
match or
hold
not?
on to. Now, of course, we've already seen.
Not double, but sometimes
Apeks
Benji will
players
get a sheriff.
map
Like
is
Benji's
Benji
really good with a
versus-
sheriff,
Yeah.
Was it
especially on
Alexis,
pistols.
I think, where they just got
Sometimes Benji will
absolutely
take a sheriff.
obliterated.
Sometimes
he got 28 kills in that match.
Benji will take one. Sometimes
Maybe hoping that they won't see the same sort of
Enes will
performance
take one, or
from
Reigns will take one.
But this round,
Sometimes
I'm guessing Mosey's
Tommy
about
will
to
take one
die.
on Jet. But
How did you, Tom? Have you been rubbing your head
No.
again?
What happened there?
I'm not a huge fan of double sheriff.
How's this happen?
Everyone.
what I do in my spare time is none of your business.
Yeah, Genji make it look kind of unreal.
Putting that
Then
crystal
everyone else
ball I
tries it
gave
and it
you
doesn't look as
for,
good, I think.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, to good use, and I respect that, Tom. Yeah, I told you you'd have a use for it. And don't worry, we'll get that one patched up. But
Think about
Tell you
Yampi
what.
leaving Liquid.
there's more.
Um,
than just
I
the
think
background
it
staff looking
kind
to patch
of-
things up here. Apeks.
I guess the run
lost out on the
is
pistol.
had come
We've
to an
seen some
end,
very
but I
good
think
damage in rounds like these
Yampi's
before.
I think Yampi's an
Marshall,
unbelievable teammate, man.
Shorty. And classics in
Like
play
the
for
things
defensive
that
side.
he adds that you
CGN,
don't see,
well, this is a
like making
very
everyday fun
slow
and
and
just
steady take.
like his
There's
work
no
ethic is
Angus
crazy
behind to
strong.
watch either
So I'm
extremity,
pretty sure,
A and
like
C
Yampi's
push
one of
Plus,
those
I'm
people.
sure already. This could actually be a
well,
decent
him
round.
and his alarm
Yampi's one
bot.
of those people like
Well,
if he
the
gets
B-side
a
is picking up the drone.
if he
It's
gets a
just to
trial,
minimize losses,
like
stick
he'll
together so you
probably
can't be isolated
get
by
a spot
pistols.
on the
That's a
team
sick dart.
just because he adds so much
Yeah,
to the team.
it was one of the issues that I had in the last map. I think more so for.
He's like
Apeks than
everything you
anything
want
else
in a
was just the
teammate,
fact
really.
that We saw them a little bit more loose.
I think stability of
disjointed
what
when it
agent
came to
or
these
what
sort of
role he
rounds.
played.
It's like,
It was a good reaction
him a
by
little
maybe
bit.
you walk into a stat
CGN though,
site,
just
but
literally strolling into B.
I think
Yeah,
just having the
his Insta.
ability to trade has so much more value.
If they
And now you
didn't
look
like
at
take
that
Spencer,
Marshall,
it could have been
really
dicey
doesn't
because they
have
were actually posted
the
on it
same
already within
sort of
like 5 seconds to the
capabilities as what we would have seen earlier in the round, unless, of course, there's some over-aggressive fights, some risks taken, and with the shock dart, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
I mean, very ambitious in
Damn.
the first place. Element to have stuck around on backside.
Sticking down
E7
again, that's all that's
HP
happening
up
on this
against
one.
pistols.
That's not
The
too
main
bad though.
worry
You
was
do
that
not
they'd
want to
flood
feed
the
the
site,
Phoenix orbs.
Take him down, making it an already costly
Bro, this HUD is crazy
experience, and
early.
then have a rifle to fight the players on mid. Luckily, that didn't happen. Instead, it's just Element falling. on the
Yampi needs to
exit,
play
but
duelist.
4 players surviving for
I'll be
CGN,
honest,
4
if I had
rifles carried
Yampi,
into
I
the
would
next, and
play
that's
2
solid round
roles.
as it transpires.
I would play. Maybe I would try 3 roles with Yampi, but I would probably heavy lean to
Problematic in the
Omen,
end,
Op.
and
I strongly believe
expect
Yampi is
now
an
to
Op
see those
player.
guns carried
That's
forward,
where I
and
view
if
him.
it's
So
not
I
gonna
would
get any
either,
easier for
and I don't
Apeks,
think
of course,
that
we've seen
the duelist really suits him
a
too
lot
much. So I would
in
either be
terms of these
Omen Op
early
heavy
rounds
or
of the last
like
map, especially a 6-0
Killjoy Op.
start
So something like
being
that.
the issue for Apeks.
Like I would make him
don't
op
think
on
they
other
can
agents.
bank
I could
on
even
getting
see
back
like a
into the
Sova
game
op
as
and
they
you just
did
make it work.
once again.
But
Although
they're like
then
the
again,
3
they did
that
the
I
same
would
thing on
try.
the
I
first
would
map
try
as
him
well,
on
so if they
an
can bank
off
on it,
op
I
agent
would've.
basically.
I think getting off to an earlier start is going to have far more benefits. Again, it's just going to be this direct take into the B site.
Sova op, it
When
makes
broke,
sense
don't
position
fix
wise.
it. Mosey under pressure, Element, he doesn't feel anything. Just straight into the site. Even looking for a little bit more, knows where hype is. But they don't really need to overextend. They've already got the advantage.
Oh, Solkas drops Element. 4 versus 3 now. The attack is all down towards mid. It's
This
gonna be a
is
spam
maybe
battle
like
to
5
try to close
HP,
this
8
one out.
HP.
This is still quite a hard round for
Yeah, that's what I was
Apeks,
just
man.
saying.
Get
Low
the
HP is.
first half. Smoke has faded.
Evolva's kind
Damage
of
has been
owned it
done
though. He gets one up
massively to
here.
these players, and a Molly stops Avova or Hype from getting anywhere near that spike. Time running down further with the first flash coming through, and the defuse denied kills for Anguist, doubling up. And it looks like Kayak won't have a chance. If that had been halved, maybe
Oh,
especially with
shit.
that shot
What the-
connected. Unfortunately,
Wait,
that's
what?
not the world he lives in. They played the time. They've won it out as a result. CGN 3-0.
That looked nuts.
I like how direct they're being. Like that's the thing.
Where's
you
the
see a lot of teams
did Boven not use
play
the
those
smoke here?
extremities.
Did I miss it? Or did he smoke once they used Killjoy mollies?
On the map at the beginning of this
I think he'd already used it, yeah.
All the way pushed up on A, but by the time he can get back into the action, it's just too little, too late. Like the majority of his team already taken an unbelievable amount of damage, and with Anguist in the post plant, you don't really have too much to worry about. 3-0. Again, CGN off to an absolute flyer of a start, but most of it revolving around the post plants that they've had and the quick takes.
That's the one crappy thing about this turret now, right? That you can just sneak down there every single time.
Yeah.
Absolutely is. And
yeah, I kind of agree with that
kind of obvious. So.
And then they double up. Solka's falling as well. This certainly doesn't start out the right
Element's
way.
an interesting one, man. He's been around for a long time.
Long time.
Especially high.
He's just been good though.
HP.
Yeah, he's always been crisp.
With both players dead towards mid and A, they've got no space filling it back in. As
There's a couple of them that are still like
to cover this
from the early beta days that still play.
Cause some
like
resistance to the CGN
He's at T
movement.
or
It
no?
will be difficult finding more than one. Now the challenge.
He's at T. Remember the guy that was like a race player?
Yeah.
Okay, now he's got reinforcements too. It is the 17 HP of hype, but it doesn't matter if they don't hit a shot in return. It's all about Apeks.
They're getting some incredible shower shots here.
Yeah, it's some unreal shots. It's still not done, but
that's the thing, though, right? Like you kind of they don't play their own that bad. Like, they peaked individually a little bit, but
Davy's already just sent it to the other side of the map. He left his teammate.
People are just so good with showers.
But yeah, people are incredible with showers. So
Anguist has done well.
30 seconds
The danger of this round still isn't quite over. Rifles.
There's what's the guy from Gambit? He's still playing as well. I think he's playing quite well. From what I've heard.
And you might just think, oh, they can just run
Jules,
across the map,
definitely.
W key, get there as quickly as possible. But they have to be wary.
Apparently he was like playing really well
in
in tier 2 this year.
Like the one that Anguist is currently holding. If he kills off Hype, it could all be over. It only needed to be a bullet, but I guess a little bit worried. And instead he's gonna get
that was the
spammed through the
spam.
wall. It's now left on to Davey. He's had his moments.
Right, these are the nice. These are the nice 1v2s though. This is a nice 1v2.
That's
such a good stun.
This could be tough.
Ooh.
It's actually going to be the low HP player looking to try and
Oh.
stick that diffusal.
Wait,
And because of it, it's actually going to be Mosey going down.
Oh my god, bro.
Wait, how is that kill a headshot on the first guy?
Honestly, I have no idea. That's one of those ones where the guy's such low HP, it's just giving him a headshot.
Yeah.
It's hit him in the foot, but it's been like, you know what?
But-
I'll give you a headshot.
Look, I hope we're gonna replay this. It looks mental.
Shot him through the wall, no?
It's like gone. What?
He was aiming at the
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, sometimes it's meant to be, man, when that happens.
All right. Well, that is one of the I'm gonna say it's probably the unluckiest round Malsey's existed through. Unlucky, my guy. Not much you can do about that. And well, we move on. 4-0 for
That's
CGN.
crazy. Yeah, a little bit of RNG on that first one, no doubt about it.
Davey gets the job done. The fashion.
Okay.
Right.
And there's been some questionable shots going on.
There's been some mental stuff going on. The one over towards B at the beginning from Kayak was crazy.
Yeah.
We've seen double spam and that other shot towards long.
The two sheriff shots on their side as
Yeah.
well.
Apeks at least for now, but as we've seen, it's not out of the realms of possibility for CGN to turn this.
One away from lockdown as well. Anguist could do great things. With
This is
a
good
late
by
order planned, or even
Apeks.
kill Solkas and Kayak.
It's risky going aggressive, right? But they're kind of starved.
Yeah,
as
they
well.
kind of
so
have
they
to.
won't be going in blind. There's no surprise anymore for
They don't have to push any more
This
than
is
this.
crazy
It's gonna
though.
work out.
Yeah.
CGN creep
Yeah,
to the
the
site,
the
but
extra
have to deal
push
with
was
the short
crazy,
play. They
but
don't expect them to come back so
One
quickly.
minute.
The flash a little late, but
Yeah.
it gets there in
Oh
the end.
my.
Apeks still ahead, 4 versus 1, with Davey left to recover the spike.
Be
Fight
careful.
He's not
past
expecting the
Solkas
Davey lad,
and
is he?
take
Oh,
the
yeah.
rest of the squad down.
Kill people he's not even aiming at, so imagine the ones he is. Shock dart's going to do a bit of damage, but I think the bigger issue is time. 12 seconds left. If he did manage to pull this one off, I would have to ask the observers to report him.
This is a good run by Apeks,
I
though.
don't think
Yeah,
that's going
yeah.
to be the
This
case.
double push
It
was
will
a
be
nice
the first
reaction.
round onto the board for
I still don't know
Apeks,
about going
a
super
solid
aggro, but at least
hold
they did it together.
within that A
Yeah,
side.
when the drone got
Important again,
broken and they kept pushing, that's a bold strategy.
a little
But
bit
Yeah.
earlier, getting themselves
at least they were aware of them walking
onto
up
the
on it.
board. Not quite the 6-0.
Every map is starting the same way. Yeah, CGN just having a crazy lead, and then it gets to be a pretty close
The
half.
dogs closed the door themselves. I don't know how they've done
This is
that.
an A play botched. These things
Evolving.
happen.
Yeah.
Apeks have to answer the question of, was that just one lucky round? And listen, it ain't going to be easy to find the answer to it.
You still haven't shown me this bloody hamster, by the way. I'm convinced it's fake.
Dude, he came out the other day, like at the end of the games. I was gonna look
That's the
here
load of
in
bollocks.
chat. He might do it today. He comes out late.
80 as well,
Yeah.
just 2 away. Now,
If he comes out, I'll move the camera for you. How about that?
Really soon.
Yeah,
He's
I
going
love
to
that.
be hungry to get his health back.
What's it called again?
Sight seemed to
We
be
got
the
2.
target with the drone going there, but then I
one
noticed
close
that
to
then he's
Spike.
gone back. He's reuniting
Spike?
with Anguist,
Yeah.
the 2 low HP
They
players
were like
looking to
Buffy
make a name for
related,
themselves
and then our
towards the C side of the map.
bunnies are from like horror films. So we got Jigsaw and
Apeks
Chucky.
3-man stack. They've left information to be found
That's
by
actually sick.
hype, but they also have a lockdown. So that's the thing. They can pretty much opt to give up either B completely, which they have, or even C and play it as a retake. Although with the deep control, a lot of teams will like to play post-spawn on C. I'm not sure that
I
would
was
be
gonna say,
the
man, I
best
was
of
intrigued to see
ideas.
if Avova just still plays on that platform. Like for me, that is
attack.
literally Avova's box.
Already taking a fairly
If
hefty
you go see on
amount of damage
Haven,
early in this
he is
round,
at that
and
back plat.
He's not shying away from a fight. In fact, his opponent caught facing the wrong way. That's the deadly double duelist of this CGN roster gone in the
They're
blink
actually
of
going
an
to
eye,
start
and
getting
well,
some rounds.
with 3
So
Dude, someone in my chat said
remaining,
every
there
map's
needs
been
to
the same.
be a
Like CGN just getting a
serious
good start,
gap
and then
left,
Apeks
at
bring
this
it back.
point, there
yeah, they
isn't.
bring it back. A 6-6 kind of job.
Now, they've covered their bases. Big gunfight needs to be won, and that could be it. Vince hit a headshot, but not the kill. The weak weapon betraying him.
Good discipline by Kayak.
surviving. Kayak
Very
on his
good, yeah.
3rd round now gone for sure. Any remaining hope is faded. And
This guy is a very
Angus
smart duelist
carried
from what I've
his
seen.
weapon forward,
He doesn't overheat
26
often.
HP, trapped in a corner.
I haven't watched him that much, so
Luckily,
only
we'll be
from
left
today.
alone there. The defensive side content with a 2nd round on the board, 4 players alive to build up the money. And some ultimates still there for the next.
Dude,
That
there's
said,
a lot of ults here.
you know, CGN are they have every single ultimate online.
Oh
so
man, they got caught off so bad
it's a big
here.
round.
The bros are staring into the
It's
air.
got to be frustrating as well. Just the way that was played by Kayak, the re-aggression in the middle of the round, just completely catching the attack off guard. And that's one of those spots where, yeah, just not having anybody with eyes on towards long. I guess you don't expect.
That's why I hate
someone to be that
wingman.
Another
aggressive,
early
but
timeout as well.
With the way
Multiple
that Kayak
reasons.
is as a player,
Don't hate
you
it.
kind of
Hey,
have
this
to
is a
have
nice
that
timeout.
expectation.
These are better than
Big
4-0
second
up
round
timeout.
where
4-0
Apeks
one. Yeah, that one
gonna be
was
really starting to build up
a little
as well. Like
50-50.
after a
I mean, they did
4-round
win the round after,
loss
to be
streak,
fair.
to come in with a
Like,
couple of
he
players
won them
over that
around when they were up against
5,500
4 rolls.
marker. I think
Yeah.
Soulcast just below the 5,000 mark as well. They are in a great spot, and as you said, a lot of ultimates. There's going to be an idea to probably invest at least something into this round for the side of CGN. There's still quite a lot missing elsewhere. I'm
This is an
quite
easy
surprised,
timeout
actually,
though,
that
bro.
Element's
Look
gonna
at
be-
look at your
maybe he's gonna
ults.
change his mind and
Maybe that's
sell
why
the
he's done it,
rifle,
just to
but
make sure like they
I
actually
feel like
use
it
all
makes
the
more
ults.
sense for
Yeah.
him to
Or
potentially
like
drop the
3 of
rifle
them at
over to
least.
Vince and then play the Bladestorm, or in this case, there you go. Yeah, he's just gonna play the Bladestorm.
There you go, dropped it. Nice. Yeah, you're 100% right. It's the correct call. I do remember a day. in
Both teams have
Valorant
got Killjoy
where
and
they would
Silval
not
though,
do
so
this,
we're gonna have to
and
trade them
I
out.
remember almost looking like you by the end of the show. Apparently, we look very similar. so-
Attractive.
wow.
This is good by Kayak, man. Look how much space he's
That's
taken
exactly
already.
what I meant, Tom.
He's fast
And
on
humble.
this.
Quick play towards the C site for CGN. Already sees the space with the run it back. And that has pushed the players right back into the spawn.
I mean,
So a plan
Apeks
should
would take
be
this at the
secured
moment.
here.
Do you think
But
they'll
again,
silver out the
lockdown
Killjoy
for
or just
Hype
let it
is
leave?
gonna be the response.
It's done so early that I'm letting us. And just getting behind C.
Ooh, an awkward fight.
Oh my god, he shot his teammate.
Benny tagged low, but his only real goal is to try and delay them. It hasn't delayed them a massive amount of
Wait,
time.
got
though.
one.
First kill will go their way. The lockdown probably would have done just as much. The stun is perfect. It's caught
Oh, that
two
was
players,
sick.
and then they're using
Oh man, this was
the
nice
Hunter's
from
Fury in
Apeks.
tandem.
Damn, this is
What
nice
a
from them.
beautiful set of utility usage
Still
from the
got
side of
Silval,
Apeks.
though.
Now
Silval.
you're looking at Davey
There
as
you
the last man standing. He's going to try and get it done. He's done so much damage,
Oh.
but they'll eventually take him out. Do they have time?
Wait,
They gotta get
Wait,
back
he
onto
killed
this
the
one.
extra
I don't think
guy.
He got it.
Apeks
He won.
won
They
it
won.
with
They won.
the
They won.
Hunter's Fury.
He got the extra guy at the
my
back.
God.
Oh, they
Fury
messed
we've
up,
never
man. They
seen.
messed
A
up.
1 versus 5.
It's a 1v5. Dude, they messed up on site so bad.
I mean, I don't know why everyone's pushed him, bro. He's not going anywhere.
They all jumped in the Hunter's Fury. He had 1 blast left of it. There's 2 players on the
Holy,
site,
that
and
is an
both of them-
absolute fumble, by the way.
Both of them
Yeah.
stand within arm's reach singing Kumbaya as they just embrace the afterlife. What in the
I
world?
don't really know if you need 2
Damn,
people to
how
push
did
him
he
either.
hit both? Yeah.
As a wise man once said,
How has he hit
and I'll
both?
try
Yeah.
to do it justice.
Dom's gonna
What
just
is going
run
on?
all the way to the edge there.
I think that about sums it up.
Only way, the only way he wins is getting the double.
I'm gonna give.
Oh
gonna give the
man, a
roses to Davey
1v5
rather than
technically.
try and think about what happened on the other side, because whatever it was, to lose a 1v5.
Yeah, dude, Apeks need to win a round back
I'm
now and
gonna be
fast.
I'm
Like,
gonna tell you.
Yeah,
if
they gotta
he
insta
didn't
win
win
this
that
round, otherwise
they
you're so
stood
done.
further apart, you'd be sat there going, "Why the hell did he waste that 100 feet? There's no way you ever gonna win that round. Come on." But if Ova's
Yeah,
gonna
I
say,
probably
"Oh,
would
no
have
way he's
flamed
gonna
him
use that
these in the
100
ult, to
fury
be
in this
honest.
round, that's for sure.
what, in a 1v5?
He's
Yeah.
looking for a swift
Yeah.
response. They don't want to let that one linger in the air.
Maybe it's just because there was such little time. He just
Yeah,
thought, why
it's
not?
still time that like they might mess up.
Elements got an angle, but it's evident that they are aware.
Yeah, some of the
this
space
position.
being taken here is
Pinging it
insane.
On the map of where he could be.
Above us down C
These
within 5
sides, they've
seconds,
gone quite
and
far
someone's
into
in
this round.
garage.
It's finally been realised, and there you go, Hype, quick to
Yeah, they needed this
dispatch
though.
of his opponent. Another coming up.
Everyone's
for the
staying
tally.
alive as well, be
It's
real nice.
1v5. Yeah, you never know.
It's 1v5
No
though.
Hunter's Fury, unfortunately for Benny, the Phoenix player. So
This is a good round for
it's not
Apeks.
quite going to work out for them this time.
Yeah, not quite this time around. It's Apeks back up on the horse, 3-5, and again, that last round, it was certainly hard fought, the one before, but they don't end up winning it. So this is them returning and closing in that scoreline back to a 2-round gap. Backside hold by Hype, you could tell he was feeling a certain kind of way about how that last round went, and he got his frustration out this time. 4 ults in play for Apeks.
Damn,
CGN
forcing
were in a
down
similar
to
position not long
Eco.
ago.
I mean,
The
yeah, I
ult
guess
economy was on
they lost
fire.
so many people in
Red
that
hot.
other round.
Yeah,
So
they
too
did
was
their,
their
that was
gravity
such a
economy.
big,
Now
big
neither
round.
is true, as
They
Apeks
just need to not get
truly
clipped.
have control over the reins.
It's
Like I
honestly
said, they
fine.
may have not found themselves a huge streak of rounds, but they certainly have control now, economically, ultimate-wise, and with the man advantage already locked down.
I feel like
Check this
we're
though, right?
getting to the point
Oh
where
my god.
Kayak is just going to start farming. Like, you can see the confidence that he's playing with.
I really do like this kayak guy. Seems
He had a decent
he's very
last
good, man.
map, but nothing that quite matches up to what we saw yesterday. He's about to be under pressure here, but he has a whole lot of support. There are so many players waiting here from
he
Apeks.
seems to like balance going aggressive and when he
If
needs
there's
to
any
and fall back when he
real
needs to.
damage
Yeah,
for the side of CGN, I think I'll be a little bit disappointed. They're coming in with
it's always
such
like what you
a
look for
small
in
amount for
duelists.
this round, and it
Yeah.
seems like
It's
Apeks have
also
the right
very rare,
read.
I would say.
Although they've just
Yeah,
fought
it's really
and
hard to
stopped. Maybe trying to
balance
get
it.
in the
Find
heads
it.
of their
Yeah,
opponents,
to
see if
balance
they
it and
can
to
bait
find
a
it, yeah.
rotation or some over-aggression. It hasn't
This is
worked.
literally the perfect time to grab
Wow.
him, man. Look at it.
Here goes Kayak, just turning up those eco frags.
So good.
Baltimore already online. Finally, he'll be put in the dirt, but
Yeah, it's a
it's
nice
only
round
the
still.
one. Nothing else to be had.
Yeah, nicely done. Minimal investment, not a big
Another
round
6-6
for CGN,
half,
but
maybe?
This next one, this is where it's all going to go on the line.
So many
Already
duelists, I think,
quite a
like in that
close game.
situation when they're
Kyle
backside,
Burns
just
had
feel
covered the
super
first guy,
uncomfortable and like
but Benny was a
they don't
little
have
bit
the
late
balls
to
to
the
push
party.
forward in like a 5v4 with 30 seconds left.
Yeah,
He's done it like at the perfect time.
Yeah, yeah.
Decent showing from CGN thus far. They've got the lead.
You
They
need
had a
to
4-round
have
streak
it
to
as
start
well.
out the
It
map.
gets
That's
so
a
horrible
great
with holding A
foundation to
site,
build a good half
especially
upon,
if that
but
smoke starts
they're
going.
struggling with that. This buy round may represent the return to form, but for Apeks, 4 ultimates to back them up. The safety nets are there. The opening shot very nearly was just a little late
Oh,
from
above,
Kayak.
man. We're in trouble.
Understandable.
He's going to go into support of Over. I think a little bit worried that there was going to be a blitz play.
Honestly, if Jet was there, I
especially
feel
when you're
like
up against a Phoenix.
would
That's
have been
not
different.
particularly
Yep.
surprising.
He's made so much space though on shot.
So much available for Apeks. You can see they're playing outside of the A site. They have a rolling thunder and a lockdown for potential in the retake. And all Kayak really needs to do is get the opener. If he gets 1 kill, fades away, He has Blade Storm. Oh, just so
shot,
quick
man.
with it. A pre-fire shot through the box. See you later, Element.
He's not going to be happy about that one, but at least for all the trouble, got themselves a plant. Lockdown comes into play. There is an alarm bot covering the back, so it's not too much of an issue. They're instead facing forward.
Man, save your kill as well.
Kayak, I thought, was in a bit of trouble.
Okay, breach damage is a little bit slow on this one.
For a second, that's when Benny stepped forward.
They have a chance
as well to grab hype. And Vince sticking around to try to
that'll
deny
do
the
it,
defuse, but the Rolling Thunder has kept him back. It's halfway already, and there's a bodyguard. They're just sticking it, and all the way it will go. Apeks even dominating the late round fight, saving
great
the
round
off.
from Kayak.
Everything went their way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
when
guy's
you
really
have
good.
that many ultimates online, it's always going to be
Or
difficult.
17-5.
But using the lockdown to take the control, it also denied the flank. That's probably the more frustrating thing. It went deep into the B site, so anybody wanting to come in from behind just didn't have that opportunity. And Anguish had to just basically run back around and hope that he could have impact in the round, which unfortunately he could not. And then the Rolling Thunder, just to, if they finally get out of that corner, stuck there once again. 17 and 5 for Kayak. I said there was a feeling of domination coming. Back-to-back rounds.
That is
has
a
been
shot,
sent
man.
to the grave within seconds.
But I mean, this guy can do it all, man.
Benny's gonna
Hop,
try and
rifle. Yuri,
find
jet,
his
rage.
reposition.
Repositioned
opening,
like
but-
so long.
I don't know if he's got a sixth
Gets
sense
killed.
about him. I think he knows
He's
not to
already on
peek this
beat.
angle.
Yeah, not till his wall is up. The timing. Oh, I could feel Kayak's finger on the trigger. The shot is never loosed. CGN. Well, I thought for a moment repositioning for the C site.
Bro, they've got everything.
But I've just seen Anguish go back in the other direction. Benny
That's so much
instead
map
is
control.
left behind to play the fake game when they're already on A.
I did,
It's
like,
strange,
Avova's
but it has
literally
worked.
almost
Take a look at
the
Apeks,
spawn.
the passive A player and everyone else around
Yeah.
B.
So look
starting to
how
shift to C
uncomfortable
side,
the B
body
players
language,
look.
you can
Yeah,
tell.
yeah.
What is this
They expect to see
crossfire,
it.
bro? There's
They've
one
been
guy
a long
holding B
gamble,
main, one
but
guy
now
holding
Yeah.
like
They have
C, and then one guy
literally no
watching
info.
garage.
Especially when they can get the plant. It's going to be Anguish that takes it.
Is it
either
you
way.
Omen ult
They
here,
have a
right?
lockdown or a 100. Oh, 100
Yeah,
Fury as well.
surely.
Maybe took the orb on long. Two big ultimates now. This is
And again,
trouble for
yeah, I don't know.
Apeks.
This is really hard.
And they're going to use the first to allow themselves to get into their post-plant positions.
What the hell are
I'd
we
say
doing?
that Kayak wanted to try and get ahead of it. He's definitely getting detained, so that's going to be another few seconds on that clock. Already, it's ticking. Hunter's Fury used
Damn.
proactively, and again,
Go on, Davey.
it could be Davey to just take the round home.
Yeah, Davey
This guy's
is
been so good with the
actually
Hunter's
kind of
Fury.
OP.
Won the
Yeah,
round of
he's good
individual
solo.
prowess. Now
I don't think he
has
played solo
delayed
before
and
this
tagged,
year, right?
And his
He's
teammates
a
are
smoker.
left to
Not
just
that I've seen.
clean up the rest. Benny with a triple. His ultimate, well, long online. And CGN at least are going to have themselves an even half.
That was a
Davey
weird round to
deserves a
watch,
damn medal
man.
for his player today.
They
don't
bid
know
so hard that it
what
was a
the
B
hell I'm
hit.
looking at. We
Yeah.
have Leo.
And then they like cleared B,
one of
but
the
then
best
they
players
left
when it
everywhere.
comes to-
And see
Oh,
that
now
that
those
situation on B
jump
just
darts,
makes me
more so
laugh
a
because
year
like
ago,
the amount
I
of
said
times
that
at the
now.
start of our team
My God,
that
a
like
year
me and
half
Weber would
ago,
be
it
going
was
wild, being like,
incredible. Every shot
guys,
dart got
if you're
at
in
least 80
situations
down.
that just feel shit or looks
Impossible. I don't know how he was
uncomfortable,
doing it.
if
Again
you
and
sit
again.
and you
But
just accept
then
it,
you look at
we will flame you.
Davey,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
amazing.
pretty
That
much.
situation
Leo
looks
with
so
ultimates.
uncomfortable.
That was the 2 on B were just looking around
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the hell do I do?
3 kills with an ult and a
Oh my God, he's
1v5
tanked.
now here
Go
again.
on.
So much value
Oh,
found.
I respect that.
Not finding a damn
full
thing.
commit.
Anguish, who
Yeah.
he was trying to punish for a number of rounds, gets the better of him here, and that's the man advantage for CGN.
And leading the way. Soulcast won't shy away from a
Oh,
fight.
I
with
like the attempt of the breach
Benny.
damage.
Might just get the second bite of the cherry, but again, it seems like they're going to start rotating away. Expecting a move. Davey this time
Damn.
is not going to have the impact in the late round.
Pre-aiming
They've
on the chest.
equalized, but Element's going to go back. He's on his own. Drone's being used on long. I don't know if he'll expect the second player to be here, and the steps
Wait,
that he's
here's him.
heard. Is there a chance for a punish? There definitely
Yeah.
is. Element goes back for a little more.
And
It
this
seems
game
like
has been
CGN
cooking,
have
no?
Overplayed
Ah.
their
So, like
hand
so
here.
many weird situations.
So many mistakes, man.
Definitely does.
This is just a
And the
CGN
numbers-
like
Yeah, the openings
thing,
and
though.
now
Like CGN just
left
make
in a
you
recovery position.
play
Uncomfy.
scrappy.
Yeah.
Malsey
Yeah.
on the back of B.
Guess
It's
he's
got
again.
all the info, but it comes at a heavy cost. They saw the barrel, or they just
What is going
they
on?
clearly did. Yeah, Malsey gets taken out. It's not even a wall bang. Unfavorable angle for him. Paranoia is good. 2 players caught. 1 running back. The ult. Ooh, okay. Although it's cancelled, the player still sticks around on the site.
Shot.
A little unforeseen angle, and that gets Vince one, but he needs a little bit more. Caught TPing in the open. A bold play.
It's nice shots from Dom, though.
And Solkus gets his
Good.
4th kill as a result, punishing that ludicrous play.
The TP was
shots that Dom hits sometimes, man. I don't know.
I did when he's that guy, man. When he hits that first one tap, you know he's gonna just wreck everyone else. Like the confidence of that first kill.
See when I sometimes watch his frag moves, I just think he's cheating.
Yeah, it's just insta.
Do you ever remember that like really old CS source frag movie where it's like this guy just cheating and he synced all of his like deagle shots to like 500 like I'd walk 500 miles. That's such a what Dom's frag moves remind me of sometimes.
Like Incorporated 2 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Just cheating ones.
Yeah.
I still don't know who's going to win this. It's really close. I would probably be so happy with this half from Apeks if I'm them.
Yeah. I don't know who wins this. It's 50-50 for me.
Am I watching
Wait,
NA?
was it 6-6 again?
Nah,
No.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I'll watch the Go Next Barca game and then I'll stop.
I don't remember.
After rewatch Incorporated 2. I can't remember if I'm in the first one or if I'm in the second one. I think I'm in the second one.
It's 6-6.
I can't remember.
Even at the half, as we move on to Apeks on their attack side with CGN defending. A good showing so far. Anguist has had his rounds. Davey might get banned after this game playing like that. And Apeks, on the other hand, well, they certainly have the
Sean will watch Americas for sure.
Stepping it up 18-7
Sean never
right
misses
now
him.
for such a big performance. It's a surprise it's such an even game, but there's been a lot of wacky rounds along the way.
It kind of felt like this when they played yesterday, the Lotus map that they won, where it was like Kayak had the world on his back, and even still, he was getting dragged down the hill. So they're going to have to he can
pistols
keep up this
at the moment.
Luckily,
We got a 4-1.
He can for CGN.
It's
they've
not
had
been
some
great
rounds
for
there,
Apeks pistol wise.
Davey genuinely managed to put them on
I think
the map
CGN
on
winner
a
our
couple of
pistol.
occasions where it seemed like things were
Probably, man.
I think if they
over and
do, maybe
It's
GG.
Kayak's going to be taking that initial aggression though.
But then I said
Space
that on Ascent.
garnered on the site. Element's been forced back, and Davey, he's so low on HP. Holding on to this is not going to be easy. He still gets a kill, but the rest of his team have
Oh, we got a
fallen.
game here, man, if they win this pistol.
Solkus
Alright.
cleaning it up now. Yeah, it's all on Vince to try to fight a way back in. And
I
he
think they
will
might
not
run away with
let
it now, right?
anything. Apeks 7 on the board now. The lead is the first.
Honestly, I don't know, because I feel like someone's
going
gonna get equal.
Attack
I
side.
feel like they're gonna get
That's
equal this
actually
round.
true.
Round from Kayak as well. Brings in the double kill.
I think Benny's gonna get a double kill with
To see him continue
Sheriff.
that form is I do think that's going to be a big factor of what CGN are trying to deal with here. I'm very curious, and I think this is what I'm most excited about seeing up against Apeks. How is this Phoenix going to work defensively? Is it going to be a lot of risks, a lot of early aggression, or are we going to see more reactive play? I'm expecting to see Benny up in a lot of people's
Dude,
faces.
20-7.
Yeah, I feel like that was more of one of the weaknesses though of when we saw this the last time they played. It didn't go great for them. Already space taken this round is looking like a done deal. Unless well, I was gonna say Vince pulls some magic out of the hat, but I feel like he needs different magic to what we saw at the end of the last half.
Right here.
Well, Malsey's not going anywhere. He will go down with this ship. He will not throw his hands up and surrender, I'll tell you that.
I mean,
Shot
this should
start,
get a
about
kill.
to fire through, and that would have gotten the better of Vince, but he's
Ooh,
waiting
Vince
it
did
out.
pretty
He
good to
knows
dodge
they've got
this.
plenty of utility, and the spams eventually. Wow, my goodness. Silva's got his double cleaned up, and the triple's what he wants.
Avova.
Okay, nicely done. Apeks, no sweat in the final section of the round, and they walk out with 3 rifles as well. So smiles all around for the attacking side. CGN now have to put a stop to this.
But yeah, this is the thing. You go back to that Haven, you were mentioning it, the one that they played versus Desire. Benny in the defensive half took the most opening duels and won 0 of them. He was 0 and 4. So he definitely has to be a focus. I think since then we saw a stellar
strong
performance
bonus buy
from him on Phoenix on other maps.
Is
so
strong.
maybe it was just a blip, maybe it was a bad day, but this is one of their weaker within the point. In fact, both teams don't have a whole lot of reps on this map in general. For now, though, it's a big round for the side of CGN. You don't want to allow Apeks to get off to that strong start. Again, they started this game 4-0, and since then haven't been able to have the same sort of success. Other than, again, you're talking about a man winning a 1v5 with a Hunter's Fury and a low buy round again, where Hunter's Fury played a huge part in it. Like, those are the 2 rounds that they managed to get across the line. Other than that start, so it has been barren in terms of what they've been able to find. Davey, it's a bit of a gamble angle. Like, it's his teammate is shooting through his legs.
What is
it's not my favorite crossfire, and that's why.
That is.
Oh, they abandoned it at the last second. Element does well to find the first, and he's on the way. And well, he better be quick.
Oh no, bro! How has he got a double?
That's 3, lining them up.
Got the breach standoff, man. I'm telling you.
What
a round.
What a round, bro.
Needed to be quick, but
I mean, Solkas nearly did that as well. Dude, what was his setup though? The guy in no man's close long.
You just don't
need... I don't know. No
you
comment.
don't need crossfires when you're
You didn't expect them, maybe? I don't know.
Everyone. You are your own crossfire. He got stunned up, cosmetic, of course, because if you shoot people in the face, stuns don't matter, flashes don't matter. Any utility thrown in by Apeks didn't matter. And well, after bear in mind, he had 2 kills up, and he was 2 and 14, and he's just got that 4K.
They'll get your confidence going, I suppose.
Okay, I mean, we get a big round no matter what here.
That's what's going to be needed. 8-7, 1 round gap.
4 from each team that can't buy next.
Typically go. You win the pistol, you win the follow-up, and you lose.
Jed's got to leave the site.
Right back, and they've brought everything to bear.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jed's kind of running into the site.
Solkas, though,
ooh, they use breach damage early, but they still have Omen flash. If Omen gets to here or here, okay, Apeks should be okay. Ooh, fast flood's nice.
Not good for the ult orbs, but maybe for the positions. They've got some util firing in from back. Paranoia from the site.
Yeah, it becomes pretty weird. They didn't take too much space after the Omen flash.
Benny was looking the wrong way.
Space in there was not.
Yeah, they didn't take enough space as well.
He's just been sold to the dogs.
And it's actually Hype who ends up with a clean
like
slate of his own. Not a single player falling, and that is.
I mean, honestly, Apeks had pretty good util to stop him. Like they kept onto Bova's Omen flash.
Yeah.
Like, CGN have been
baited out the first wave as well quite well.
Marveled at the fact that they seem to play off of each other quite well, especially Element and Benny, but the Phoenix is in.
Yeah, but where's everyone else going, man?
I don't know, dude, I'm telling you. He got sold to the dog.
3 people watching for the swing from short.
Yeah.
And then the second he's dead, then the swing comes through.
Smells of fear, that does.
To be had, so almost made it very easy for Apeks, just banking on that one piece of utility, pretty much deciding the round. For the defense, this has destroyed their economy, and somehow Element is still going to get the opener. Vince even looking for a little bit more. He's been having a rough time of it as well.
Frenzy?
They still have Davey as the snake in the grass, and normally I wouldn't be a huge fan of the Frenzy, but his position with a couple of tagged players
might work out.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, Solkas is being dropped at this point. Benny getting close, popping the flash. Might buy the space, you would think.
No, the Frenzy, bro.
Hype and Malsey are able to spam down. I mean, the benefit of the fully automatic weapons, I suppose. The lack of shields in play on the other side, they're squishy.
Did you rarely see a Frenzy get bought when people are going up against like heavy armors?
2 versus 3. And Apeks, I think what they're doing here is wise. You know, normally players would be around B, around mid,
perfect.
Further up in A. And after
I mean, once he had done this original kill, like the bait is incredible. They should just wait. But they get a little bit greedy because the gun's down, so they change the plan, and the plan just kind of doesn't work out great. I mean, honestly, the first kill was pretty important on the flash over.
That's been shut down, but he's got the shots, and there's only one more. But luckily, Malsey,
bro, these rounds are close though.
Able to bring it across the line before my heart gives out.
Yeah, that was, again, another round where it looked like there should be no opportunity for anything, and it comes down to a 1v1 that, well, if Anguist had any gun in his hand, you feel like he might have had a better opportunity than that. A tight win, but a win nonetheless. That's going to be the main thing for Apeks. They're getting those rounds. They're climbing ever closer to a victory. Of course, we've already spoken about the death sentence, or it feels like a death sentence, having that.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely play retake with this ult.
This would put
Two people want away, so they want to try stop this ult.
Wide open.
Okay, well, David just picks it up.
If CGN aren't able to turn the tide, and with 4 ultimates under their belt, the 5th not far away, and in fact,
guy's just gonna get so many of this overall, isn't he?
Server is 2 orbs or less away.
He's getting 2 kills with this overall.
I think this is gonna be a
he's gonna have it every
round for either side,
couple
of one
rounds.
that CGN need to win.
Definitely a swing round for the side of CGN. That is for sure.
Drone back to try and push someone off.
Even an attempt to stop that drone.
We get 2 people here.
No presence outside of A.
While everyone's moving their rotates, you head over towards C. It's not too bad. It's hard for them to get out over towards
not
A.
on time. Anguist doesn't have ult, no lockdown, so he kind of wants to fight for the site.
Dude, I can't believe he sticks on site here.
I was teeing him up for it, but this guy's got other ideas. 2 quick kills, and the round's
Man, the
already
Killjoy
over.
did so much work here.
1v4. It was a 1v5 just moments ago. If he can channel his inner Davey, perhaps he's got a chance, even as the Hunter's Fury, but slightly different scenario.
Yeah, I think if he uses it here, we understand that he's completely lost the plot, and he's going to be put down by his counterpart. 10-8. Apeks still holding
This was not bad
lead,
though. This hold over towards site was pretty impressive.
Away from them. And again, I feel like there's plenty of players to highlight when it comes to the CGN roster.
The timing,
today,
dude, even the timing on that
Anguist
was
has been the
impressive.
guy. Like, he's done so much. Like, again, that disruptive Hunter's Fury element came in quick to support, but the fact he's able to hold the line delay for such a long time.
Well, this is going to be nuts as well. We've got so many ults. Must win round for
It's going to be a banger
Apeks.
round, man. Look at these ults.
Yeah,
Moses
so
and one
many
away from
ults.
breach as well.
Everyone's got eco after if they don't lose it, pretty much. Well, at least Apeks.
Financial department.
Do I like Apeks putting out the deadlock stuff? I don't massively like it, but I think a lot of the rounds that they lost as well wasn't fully down to that.
It's no different this time around.
Like on the other maps.
He's gonna go
This round win. It wouldn't even do anything in terms of guaranteeing
it's like the
them
best
a big
feeling
lead
when you
or
get
getting
this
them back
plant
into it. It
down.
would just stop
You got this many
CGN
ults.
from having that kind of power. Evova's gone for a big TP. He's right up behind them. They've cleared the spawn. They don't think he's there.
Ah, they have no idea he's here?
Back and
Wait.
quickly look away. They're wide open to a backstab from this man.
Okay,
They
this
think
would
he
be
planted and
madness
used
if
this ult
if
just to get
Apeks
out of
lose
the
this round. It would be
lockdown
absolute
instead.
hard
Get out
madness.
of the crossfire that was in play. Instead, he is walking up.
I'm worried they
behind
don't
them
have enough people to
completely
spam
unaware.
this.
Ah, did everyone's
Takes
own
his
it, no?
time on the kill. Although the defuse is underway, it's half. Just about to
Thank
be
you.
there, although the kill comes through. It's bought them a little bit of space. They might find a timing to get the defuse in. Kayak spinning around, and he's catching them all. They better get
that
out
was
of
sick,
his
that guy.
way,
That was cool,
as it's
man.
11
There's
Right.
so many
for
ults here though
Apeks.
to win it.
Great round from Avova, who can only be claimed by the spike, and then of course Kayak with the showstopper of the round. 25 and 10, another triple kill.
Right, I can't believe they
to add to the
didn't.
tally.
They
But it
fully
seemed like they had
cancelled
it under
the
control.
Omenal,
They even
right?
used the aftershock
I think so, yeah. I
and
don't
Hunter's
think
Fury
they
just
suck
to
it.
make sure there was no chance
They didn't
of
even bother
refusal,
check.
not wanting to fall to any sort of shenanigans.
It's quite a hard one though when you're stressed like that, trying to.
Yeah, yeah. I was
It's like
saying
the
that
worst
loads.
possible thing.
I was saying that loads during champs. Like
When you're stressed out.
yeah,
You know?
like stressed out and it's just such a high intense like situation that the mistakes are just more likely to happen.
Yeah.
It is definitely getting dangerous, Tom.
I knock 91.
Benny
Thank
could
you so
farm it,
much,
man. I
man.
think he's got an omen bind as well.
Thank you,
Friday.
the Prime Bro. Appreciate you.
First map. This could
Yeah.
have been a 2-0. We saw the same thing yesterday, Tom. Now on Haven, they have to put that little bit more into the game. A trap setup on short could help them out. Vince has a paranoia. We can see him ready for the Kamehameha, and that's when Benny goes swinging around the corner. But they've given up on it.
Bro, they love this
Backed off,
pause.
and, well, that timing is poor for them, dodging the rolling thunder, but
I
not
hate
the
that
bullets
pause.
for
I've
Kayak.
never seen people get killed from this pause.
It's low on HP,
Yeah.
but even still, it can be terrifying.
For
They
Hail
haven't
Mary,
checked
just
the
need to-
corner
oh,
though.
no, they haven't
And that's
checked
gonna
short
allow
enough.
everything to go the way of CGN.
That's my
The
bad.
Davey Benny duo
Holy hell.
is gonna.
Are they throwing that
shut
smoke
down
like this
that
on
A-side
purpose
take
with like
completely.
the little gap?
Again,
They are,
another
right?
response
I think so,
from
yeah.
the side
It just
of
looks
They've done it
like
like once or
short.
twice, no?
Worryingly, I
But then
think
you
Yeah,
kind
they've
of
done
look
it
at
a few
it,
times.
you look at it and you think it's a normal smoke.
Yeah.
the side of Apeks
So you just
is
run,
not in a good
focus on
position
back. It's pretty cool.
whatsoever.
Could
Great
definitely
hold
throw
from
that
the
in a
defense.
couple of rounds.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the smoke where you just smoke the right side sight. We called it Zat smoke, like to help you flood, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
and a
They've left the
timeout
gap
as
on
well, a
purpose.
little
Yeah,
bit later from CGN this time. This is going to be their last
That's really
one
cool.
burned through, while Apeks have a couple to stall out the end of the game. Maybe redirect if they go off course. 26 and
Big
11.
scoreline was
Looks like
11-9.
Kayak had started to heat up in this half.
Yeah,
and didn't
honestly,
stop
I agree.
all too readily for CGN. This is their moment to try to put a stop to this man. The scary prospect is, sure, there's a lot of economy damage. A lot of the side of Apeks won't be able to fully buy up. But Tom, I'm expecting to see that Blade Storm used in this round here. We've already seen a rifle dropped by Kayak. I think that's because he's.
Why do they run Phoenix on most maps? Just comfort, I think. You can still be pretty adventurous with
Relying on him
comms.
once again, which
Like, you don't always
Okay.
have to follow meta for sure.
he's someone you can rely on, it seems. CGN, I think it's a good time to take a pause, realizing that with the way things have been going, a back and forth streak won't be enough. The finances are.
KDs are
in
so
their
far
control
apart.
for
Yeah, I
now.
mean the
only
1v5 definitely helped
isn't
into that.
quite there is gonna be
That's
the
for sure.
ultimates, although
And then we
Davey
had
is
the second round
closest
eco
to getting his
where
back
with
online.
like 4
Straight
died
away,
to
that
spike.
Blade Storm pop.
That helped for
Kayak.
that as well.
Well, it's going to be a player stun, but there's
Wait,
another.
Evova's
Oh,
taking
that
like
was a
so
fast
much
They haven't
space.
spotted Element. Another chance.
No,
for
bro,
him to
they
go
haven't
with
this
two.
again.
They go with two, but the trade is there. Even still,
Dude,
getting rid of
Avova
Kayak,
has
getting
the
rid of
best
that Blade
timing
Storm
ever.
is big.
Yeah,
Question is,
he's
do
good
they
for one, right?
expect Avova? Oh, they haven't seen him. That could be a huge problem.
Sheriff skin
He's
is
gonna be able
huge.
to just hold this
Yeah, dude,
ground
it's nuts.
as the
Like
rotation
something
comes in.
from Doom.
Molzy and
Huge.
Soulcast now both with rifles, and they are none the wiser. It seems like there might be a potential for the drone, and there you go. That's at least going to be the information. That's at least going to be maybe some extra damage. But Molzy will live to fight another day.
They won't be
Well
going
done,
in fully
Soulcast.
blind.
Big
CGN on
shots.
the wraparound. Vince has ultimate if he wants to use this for the information, but it's contact play. Contact has been found, going the way of CGN.
Okay, now that's
Flash.
so hard for these guys
One
on
more.
site.
And he won away from his ultimate. Same for Davey. Try to find these kills on site, though. There'll be no time for ultimates. It's all about the
It's a
fights.
banger flash.
And caught in the open is Avova. Malsey has to do it all. 50 HP spotted.
I mean,
Can't
handled
even
this
deal
pretty
with
well.
the verdict.
As
It's
soon
a
as
wall
Soulcast
bang
goes
from
down,
Davey
it's
to lock
pretty much
in
impossible.
double digits from
Yeah.
CGN. Now hot
It's
on the
gonna be.
heels
I think
of
this might be
Apeks.
like a close one or OT.
Again, this game, it just keeps on giving, Tom. There's no telling.
Still got
who's
like
taking
really
it.
good ults again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in for the long haul. OT seems almost inevitable, and there was a moment where I thought that this round was done, but just Element able to hide.
Dude, they gotta check
within
these
the smoke.
corners,
And
man.
Was that the smoke of Kayak?
Yeah,
I
dude,
think it
they've
was.
lost
It
so
was
many
actually
like
crowded
moves.
him
There's
in
so
the corner.
many
Because
big rounds
Because
because
otherwise,
of
if
it.
it wasn't, then them not checking him is insane. So it has to be. But again, I think even the post plant from Apeks, like losing
Cypher
Soulcast
Killjoy,
so early
I
on
love a
just meant that there
Cypher.
was
I think
no
Cypher's
space
great on this map.
to play on the site.
I'm
The
just a
fight was
giant
completely
Cypher
in.
fan,
They
to be
didn't
honest. I
really
think
have a
Cypher's in a
chance
really
to
strong position
find
at
a
the
gap.
moment.
The ult economy now firmly in the favor of the defense, although the rifles finally back on the board for Apeks. Question now will be, can they put those ults to good use?
Well, they've teed themselves
Man,
up for
if
it. Mid
Apeks
push
can
seems to be
walk
the
onto
play.
A side here and
CGN
not use much util, it'd be
already
insane.
destroying the
Oh
turret,
my
but Hype
goodness,
doesn't
what's
take
going on?
kindly to that sort of behavior. He's not happy to see his turret go by the wayside. Delivers
You
a
don't
bullet
expect this push, right? Surely not.
instead. Back off to the spawn and keep the control now that his turret's not around to do
Okay,
so.
no,
and
this
they're
guy
still
expects
walking
it. He
into
is locked in.
Any contact and
Oh,
if
right.
he's caught.
Hey, that's your fault.
Timing working out well. 4 versus 4. Run it back still online for the retake.
He's
That's what we
locked
just see.
in.
Look at CGN.
Guy walks into his
Everybody's
crosshair,
going
no
to the spawn. No,
reaction.
group this one up. I
Oh,
didn't
that's a
expect the
banger
Hunter's
ult,
Fury
no?
right here and now, but it's worked out for a kill and
It's
for damage.
insane.
Dude,
It
every single
even
one of his
spots
ults
the
is
guy
finger.
close.
Kayak
Yeah, his
was.
ult's farm.
Again,
His ult really do farm.
Davies Hunter's Furies have been spot on every single time. 2 players remaining. Avova, the one with any sort of HP. Soulcast has done what he can, but now there needs to be spam. There needs to be something to deny that defusal, and it isn't going to happen. Avova, his best bet is to just try and hold on to the gun, and he won't be able to
It's looking
even
rough
do
for
that.
Apeks.
11-11. Apeks now facing up against going 0-2 in the group after the first couple of games, and they're going to have to take themselves a pause.
Luckily, they still had.
Man, that was all Neil's fault, dude. That was crazy.
Insane. But he had an idea. Oh man, the reveal that came through, it gave him away. The updraft was used, and at that point, yeah, okay, it makes a bit more sense why he's able to find that third pulse onto him. And that's a player who's up close trying to face your teammates, so they're certainly thankful to have Davey in the back line. 17-12. He has had a fantastic game, but you have to feel for someone like Kayak. He's putting up the numbers, and
Kayak's doing crazy things, man.
Tight game speaks to the resilience of CGN. Even after they lose a player or two, they're able to get back into some of these rounds. Apeks with the timeout. They have one more. If they lose this, I think they'll be using it.
This is now looking like the reverse of that first map. As you said, there was an opportunity that CGN could have 2-0'd and taken this over the line, but after losing 7 rounds in a row, 5 to go to OT, they allowed Apeks an opportunity. As
yeah, I think loads of EMEA tier 2 players will get
come
picked
alive
up.
in the late game, but the buys are not getting any better.
These games on VOD
I
channel,
want this to
yeah.
be 12-12.
Overtime would be nice.
It looks like Kayak's just
I would
trying
be
to
down
take
for
this
it.
round into his own hands, already taking deep short control.
If I'm
Rotation
Apeks
already
right
coming in
now,
thick and fast from
I'd take an
CGN. They
overtime
want a
all
fourth
day.
player on this site.
I'm so worried for them in these rounds.
Yeah.
Well, they've got the read. Now it's the
I
execution.
don't think there's going to be any big ults either
Defensive
for the rest
side.
of the game. By the looks
I mean,
of
the
it.
pressure more so for Apeks.
Maybe
The
Mosey.
squad now,
Spam
they
it.
know losing out on this series, it's going to put them in a very tough position to
Dude,
continue
4
on
pass
with
and hold
Ascension.
here.
Yeah.
that everybody
I feel like this is the
expected
one
to
bomb
make
site though. Like if you're
far
defending, you can
deep
stack
into
4
this
people on it, and if
tournament.
the
Still
execute's
lose.
still good, like from the
Currently
attackers, it doesn't
sitting
matter.
0-1 to 0-2.
You have the whole
Could be
team there, and you
damning.
still
Let's
get
see.
farmed.
As they put
Like
everything
all
into
this,
this
the
A here.
lines are so
Nano's
brutal.
up and
Like
over.
breach stun, omen
CGN,
blind.
Still 4 players
But
waiting.
their timing's bad, right?
Oh,
They've used all the util and
He's
just
there
let
to
it.
start it off.
Yeah, that was
This
such a
man
shit
as the
skill
site
lock,
tanker has been unstoppable, and he wants to
What
try
happened
and
to my
do
Omen
it all.
Flash?
A 3rd kill already.
So I mean, they've used
Looking
all
for
the
his fourth,
utility and
he'll
just not
find
gone.
it. The only man standing is Hype, and Anguist,
They weren't
he
ready to
wants it.
execute,
He's
man.
gonna ace
Damn,
to
dude,
take
she
them to
wrecked them
match
all.
point. This guy has
Holy.
been
Yeah.
unstoppable
Yeah, that was not
today,
that was
and
not a
that
nice hit
doesn't
though.
end until the match does.
Unbelievable. Like we said, some standout performances. Sing the praises of Davey all day.
Yo,
but
all the util
Anguist
had worn off, and then this
yesterday,
guy's just
he
free to
was
farm
popping
him.
off, but
Oh, he
right
hit
here,
lovely shots.
3 kills, and he's just going, not stopping. And I'd love to see this fired up across the CGN roster. This is a series they feel like
Damn,
they
it was
should have
I mean,
already
they
won.
took the they took
Should
the
have
map
been
control.
2-0. They had 5 chances to close out the first map, and they failed every
Okay,
step of
one
the way,
chance,
including
one
an
chance,
OT.
and honestly,
Now,
Apeks are pretty much done if
only
they lose
have
this.
one chance to close
It
out
is
the Haven,
it is
steal
possible
this
for them
away
to
from
come
Apeks
second in their
and
group,
deliver a
but
defeat unlike
people would have to
anything
mess up.
Apeks have tasted all year long. This is a phenomenal achievement already for the CGN squad. They might just be about to get a whole lot better.
From play-ins to potentially 1 foot in the playoffs.
Wait, they stacked
A
3B
2-0
here. Look at these
start would
reads,
be-
bro.
Well,
They're on
as
them.
good as it gets. With
They
only
ended
4
me?
matches on offer, another victory would
Nah, I don't think so.
almost certainly
They're gonna go
put
back A,
them
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to go back A here.
through
Wait, what's the Silva doing?
into that top 4, still within a chance
What's Davey doing?
of making
Right,
it
he's
into
just,
the
they're just playing
VCT.
a heavy
For a
retake
team
on
that
this.
came out second in their own region, they're looking like a
Bro,
top
they
dog.
walk into A, they have Omen Flash. This
Even
is
still, the
impossible
attack
to
span is
lose.
Oh, dude, see if Kaya hides in that corner and
They've
gets
taken
and no
this
one
A
checks
side
it,
by
I'll
storm
cry.
now. And Gwist,
Is he going in the
he's one
corner?
away from
He's
the
going in the
lockdown, but
corner.
that is
Okay, he's
still
dead
one
now
away.
because that's
There
what
hasn't
still of
been
it,
an
right?
orb found. There hasn't
Yeah.
been something that
I've a jinx this,
suggests
Ziggy.
that this
There's no way he
site
gets
will be
kills here,
completely
right?
given up.
I mean, he
I guess
probably
after
does.
the last round,
Nah,
just
there's no
to
way.
I think
Hey,
the
they
the
didn't
problem
expect
is
There's no way they
yeah,
play full
to
retake.
just go
Yes,
walking
that's
in.
fine.
This is gonna
It's
be a
on
rolling thunder
You
and
should
Bob
never be able to
Halsey,
retake this,
unless
though.
he gets killed by the shot
breach
guard.
damage,
Breach all
breach
now.
damage, breach
He will
all
survive.
Omen Flash.
Already? They're staying close. I
thought it was gonna be
this
too
was
early,
be
though,
a
no?
passive stance, but
I think that's
there's
okay
not
because
gonna
they
be
can then
any
Omen
execution
Flash.
on the back of the rolling thunder. It's just
Yeah,
used
true.
to buy 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Let's have
max.
stun, flash, aftershock
Could be
as well.
enough, though. Out goes Element already.
Oh.
He's jumped the gun.
There's a party
He's
going
in the
on in
back
short
lines of the attacking side, causing chaos. Davey picks up one, and Element got his before
It's a weird
going
omen
down.
smoke
He's
under
in the
heaven.
herd, although
Oh,
steps
Avufa.
up to the plate and delivers as
Go on.
he always does.
Nice.
Damn,
Overtime,
dude.
Siggy. You love
Crispy shots. He caught it pretty early.
I did. I tied that, bro.
12 to 12. Oh,
And they just had way too much detail here for sure. He did hit a good omen flash when the omen flashed in as well.
On the EMEA stream, the day
What do you think about this
almost
omen
done.
smoking under heaven?
Job life looking
Kinda cool.
to try and run a speed run. This is
Yeah, it's
all
cool. I seen
just
someone do
beginning.
it recently. I don't know where.
Multi, a crucial
Maybe it was last
round,
night, actually.
One bite of
Yeah, I think it's quite cool.
We've called him the Clutch King.
It's cool,
that
but
might
it's
be the
also
most important
scary, you know?
clutch
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Apex's
It's,
Ascension run.
it's
This will be
still, it's
remembered
not like
if
the
they're gonna make
whole
this
thing is blocked off.
all the
Because
way
imagine you
back
run on
to
site, it's
the
clear,
place
but then you
that
start
was
getting shot
promised.
from short
Yeah.
and long. And the guy under heaven's just not doing anything.
Yeah,
So you know you're shitting yourself.
It's just all
Organization with
timing,
heavy
yeah.
investment. And CGN
It's a weird
were
one for me.
literal seconds away from almost slam dunking them out. It wouldn't have quite been the deal breaker, but it would have put them incredibly close. Instead,
He missed the heaven smoke. It was a defense
he's
smoke though,
brought them back.
wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was blue.
Straight away, we see the same sort of take immediately in towards that B side, but once again, it's the advantage for the side of Apeks.
It was attack smoke.
Thanks to
Oh,
Malsey. Big pick, and he gets
but then
out
he
for free.
then he
That's the
messed
main
up and
thing. That breach
in the end
utility still
he messed
online,
up and he
2 flashes
saved
and a
them.
stun to come through soon. They will be waiting for that retake from
You
Apeks.
rechecked it for
Already
sure
the
attack?
decision is
Oh,
made.
okay.
But they get a few spams in. Benny down to 67. Davey tagged up a little bit as well. And spotted, most importantly, big swing from Kayak. He just goes wide, and they didn't expect that. With a spam onto Benny, connects another. And now
Kayak
Apeks,
should be
they're
knighted
knocking
if
on
they win this
victory's
game,
door.
or
This
this
match
series.
will need to be sublime. In fact, they do eventually
Hold
land,
up.
but there's 4 more players
Hold
to
up.
take care of. Still staying alive and chipping away at the defenders. It's getting a little bit
Oh, no.
scary.
The box is saved.
Holy hell, that was close, man. 31-22. That was almost a
They had one
2v5.
shot to close it out, Tom. Now the same is true for Apeks.
Yeah, with the way that things have been going, that CGN went on that streak to turn things all the way back, and well, it seems like Avova and now Malsey are breathing life, the experience in bucket loads. over on this Apeks
if he
roster,
doesn't
something
crouch there
Desk highlighted, something
and tank the
we've
bullets through the
highlighted.
box.
Experience has serious levels of value to it, and while for CGN, it might just be their undoing. A heartbreaking defeat if it goes this way. There's so many opportunities for them to take this series. Kayak, however, has been the thorn in their side. 30 kills
Yeah,
already
he just
to his name.
absolutely sent it
Second
through the
time
molly
this
as well.
tournament that he's broken that number.
Big shock dart, right?
I can tell you for free,
No, it's not.
that
Hit
number's
anyone.
not going to be where he finishes.
They get over to the site with the omen flash again. It should be done.
Big retake. 1 kill
Yeah.
from Malsey. Rolling Thunders on.
It's also got aftershock and flash, so Jet's got 2 smokes.
Omen flash for
Oh,
omen
it's gonna do
flash,
though.
and then they have to go
Oh,
for
Benny
fast
could farm
garage.
this, so no? On the
Chance for
flank.
Element, but Hype takes down Anguish. One side is dealt with, but the other busted wide open by the side of CGN.
Benny
Way
might
back
have won
through.
it.
Fighting from the spawn on the flank from Benny. Will catch them unaware, but
Aye, this
Kayak
kid's too good.
springs in action.
Oh.
Solgus is dead. He's on a sliver of health, but Davey has to find the other, and that's the big challenge. Hunter's Fury online, but
Aye,
the
this
swing
kid's too
from
good, man.
Kayak.
That's
One
an insane
have a
performance.
chance. 14
Yeah.
to 12. A yawn
Very,
spray,
very-
and no
Oh, yeah.
surprise. Apeks
Nice,
must be
nicely done
tired
from
after
Kayak, man. That was
lengthy
really
series.
impressive.
It's got to be a bitter defeat for the side of CGN, but this time Apeks do manage to weather the storm.
God,
They managed
CGN
to
will be
fight
gutted
back
here.
into the series
Gutted.
after losing a
First
large
map, 5
streak of
chances,
rounds,
this map,
almost
1 again.
losing Ascent
Two
as
very good
well,
games.
but